Hey everybody, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. If not, hopefully I could cheer you up, at least distract you. Okay, so this is the Toshiba uh, DVD video recorder D-KR2. Um, you know, um, and I use it to help me capture better. Okay, and it does a great job of that. Um, I could say that it has composite, it has S video, it takes RF with that cable looking thing in the back. You can use your VCR or something like that, and but you don't have to use it for that. You can use it, say, for your Atari, that portion of it, with the adapter, and that'll work just fine. Um, so what else can I say about it? Well, what happens is that this system has component coming out. So whatever you throw at it, and that's all you can throw at it is I don't know what this is over here. I noticed the PlayStation 2 has it, but and I don't know if anybody uses it anyway, so I'm not worried about that. So if you throw S video at it, or which is great, if you could get S video out of your say your Sega Genesis or something like that, or say your Saturn or something, that's better. It looks a lot better compared to composite. I mean compared. But it takes composite and it takes RF, like that cable looking thing in the back, and you get the adapter for it. And the Atari will work a lot better. The ColecoVision, and the say like the Magnavox Odyssey 2. Okay, actually I think it's to the second power is what it's called. Anyway, so everybody calls it Magnavox Odyssey 2 anyway. So yeah, that's what I use it for. And I don't think there's a VCR that'll do that. People recommend VCRs. I noticed. I said, so how would that work if it's the same signal as composite and RF, and it doesn't have S video. That's another thing. It doesn't have that. So that's great. This has it, and I'll repeat it again. Toshiba DVD recorder D-KR2. Now, um, all the videos that I've seen out there talk about how people take a DVD, they record, then they pass it to the computer. Who has a DVD player nowadays? Hardly nobody. With this thing, this one at least that I know of, you can use it as a pass-through. You don't have to use a DVD recorder and take it to your computer. Just use it as a pass-through. And the point is that the signal is stronger when it comes out because it's component. So something like, say especially this one. This one's getting a little old, and some people still have it, are still using it, I'm sure. The Game Capture HD by Elgato. Yeah, it'll accept it a lot better. And other signals as well, like, well, not just, gotta understand that PlayStation had that signal, um, Saturn had that signal. What else had that signal? Sega CD had that signal. And what else can I think of? Those higher ups, and from there only up to that point, pretty much needed help with something like this. Okay, so all the way down from, say, Atari. Don't forget NES, SNES, and Genesis as well. They all needed help from this. Now, do you need that help from, say, a PC Engine from Japan? Maybe not. Maybe not. And I heard that signal looks nice too. It's a composite signal, but it looks nice and it seems strong, so that might not count. But still, everything else pretty much needs it. I noticed that um, when I wasn't using this, I couldn't get the capture. I couldn't get it, and I decided to get something like this. This thing is just awesome, just plain awesome. Anyway, that's a big tip for you. Um, there is another solution from Elgato, and it's kind of like the old Easy Cap, which has a terrible pickup signal. It records terribly, in other words, and you don't want to post that. I mean, you can if you want it to look kind of interesting. You can get one of those. You could practice with one of those. Um, but there's also the other Elgato, and I don't know if it exists anymore. And it looks a lot like that Easy Cap, the old Easy Cap. Okay, not the new one, which is HD. video capture. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the old one. It's kind of like the worst signal. Even it looks like it's recording. It looks like a ColecoVision signal. That's how bad it records. But there's like I said, a solution from Elgato. I don't know if it's around anymore, and if it is, it might be expensive. That picks up composite, but you still might need a VCR, and so you have to buy both, and that makes it probably a lot more expensive. This is probably still affordable, because it's a pretty good secret. Not many people are talking about it, and I think it's still out there. I haven't checked, I'll be honest, but last time I noticed, it was affordable. I mean, I don't know how much I bought this one. Maybe 60, close to 70, maybe, or maybe a lot less, maybe 40 or 50. I don't know. There's different ranges for this. Um, I wanted one, of course, with a remote control. That's probably what brought up the price. I noticed I do pretty well with the navigation here, and there's play, pause, and stuff, all that stuff right in front. So you don't have to get the. I don't think you have to get the remote. You probably could get a lot more out of the remote. But anyway, so this worked out just fine, and I really recommend it. Like I said, there's another solution out there. Hopefully, Elgato's still putting out stuff like that, and they're still selling it, or people are selling their own, and that'll work. But what if the wires that are hanging out of it are getting bad, and it's just got a few months or years to go, and before they break? You don't want that. So this thing is more solid. I know it's very solid. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't move it. I don't move it. It stays up there where it is with all the wires hanging out off the side and everything. I know you guys can't see the wires that well, but yeah, I recommend it a lot. And it's very elegant. I know it's big. I know it's big, but it's very elegant. You could put stuff on top, so that's a good thing. You can store stuff on top. You see how the shelves are nowadays and back then. You got plenty of room on top, so that's cool. And anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Please like and subscribe. Oh, thank you, by the way. Please like and subscribe if you're feeling me. I hope you're feeling this system. And back then they used to call them systems, not really consoles. Okay? Take care.